Hey Bestie, it's Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. In today's episode, we are going to use Dollar Tree calendars. I have so many calendars in my stash, and I like to use the calendar pages and the backs of the calendars. So I'm going to use two of the little pieces from the back of this 2021 calendar that was in my stash, and I'm just going to cut them out right to the squares where the edges are. We're also going to use some Jenga blocks for this one. I'm going to take 3 and put them together and then one the other direction on both sides. So there'll be 2 that look just like this. So I'm just going to use hot glue for these because they're going to be magnets and they're not going to bear any weight. And then once I get the 3 pieces together, I will glue the other 2 to either side of the 3 that are already attached. So I get a nice rectangular shape. Now that I have both of these assembled, we're going to take some Mod Podge and we're just going to put it all across the top, and then we're going to take the little calendar picture and we're going to center it right in the middle. And it's okay that some hangs off the edge. And I'm going to use my brayer to make sure that they're down really, really solid against those Jenga blocks, which, as we all know, are never the same size. So you really do have to figure out how to make that work. Now I'm going to add Mod Podge over the rest of it and over the top of the little picture from the calendar and on the sides as well. Now once that is all dry, we're going to take a sanding sponge. In a downward motion, we're just going to sand off those little edges that, hung over a bit, and we'll get a nice clean edge there. Now I'll do that on all 4 sides of the 2 little magnets. I'm going to add just a teeny bit of greenery to these, one little teeny piece on each side. I just thought that made it look so pretty, and especially for like springtime, I thought these would be cute. And with this bunny on it, it definitely has that spring feel and the cute little flower wreath around the word love. So don't forget to turn your calendars over and use those little pieces on the back. There's so many things you can do with them. Now I've got these magnets that I ordered on Amazon. I just took off the adhesive back, but I'm still going to use hot glue because I'd like to make sure it stays on there really well. And that's it. These are done. Aren't they adorable? The possibilities are endless. You could do so many different things with these. Let me know what you think, and I know I love them. Check out the date on this calendar, 2019. I told you I had a lot in my stash. Anyway, this tropical calendar is so beautiful. I'm going to grab 2 pages from it that I just loved. And I've got this old composition notebook that I keep notes in, and I don't like the way it looks. So I thought, you know what? I could make a beautiful cover for this out of calendar pages, and then I would use up some of my calendar page stash. So I'm just going to draw some lines on it, figure out the size it needs to be, use my paper cutter. You can just use scissors if you want. I don't cut very straight, so this is the only hope for me. Anyway, I'm just going to cut out a piece that will fit perfectly over the top with a little hanging over so I can clean it up when I'm done. And there you can see that's just the perfect amount. And then I'm going to cut another piece the exact same size and kind of figure out where in the picture I want. So I'm going to take this one with the fish on it, and that's going to be the front cover. I'm going to use this all-purpose spray adhesive. It is a little messy, but it is faster than doing anything else. I think a glue stick would be fine too, by the way. I don't want to do Mod Podge if I don't have to because it tends to kind of bubble a little more. Anyway, for something like this, I think the spray adhesive is great, and I'm going to use my brayer just to make sure that all of that page made contact. And now I'm going to do the other side, do the exact same thing. And that black binding, I'm going to leave that and let it show because there's no reason to cover it up, and it's serving a really important purpose there. I think it looks great, almost like a trim. So now I'm going to open it up and just cut with a blade all the way around those edges that hung over. Just go nice and slow. And I'll do that on the front and the back. And then I'll kind of make sure the little rounded corners have a nice little cut too, just to kind of make sure nothing is hanging over. My thought on this is the slower you go, the better. Otherwise, sometimes the paper catches and then it kind of wrinkles and rips up. And there it is. How easy was that? And look how cute my little book is now for notes. I love it. You could do this to any of your little notebooks or notepads. Let me know what you think. I love this Montage 2024 calendar that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take this page with a picture and beautiful flowers. And I've got this little, I guess it's like a wooden L that I think I got at a Hobby Lobby or a thrift store. I can't remember. Anyway, they're really inexpensive. You can find them at any craft store. So I'm just going to outline around the letter on the calendar page. And I did place it away from the words and where I'd get enough of the pattern that it would look really pretty. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out. And for the most part, I do have to cut this one with my scissors because they aren't like perfectly straight edges that you can use a paper cutter for. Now that I have the L cut out, I'm going to use my Elmer's glue stick with the purple so I can see exactly where the glue is. And then I'm going to carefully start at the top and place down my L and then continue adding the glue stick until I get the whole thing attached. And this way I don't have to worry about repositioning it too much. I can slide it a little if I need to before the glue dries. And that way I can make sure all of the edges are covered. I'm going to use my brayer to make sure that the contact is real solid on there. And I just love the way this is looking. Those colors are gorgeous. I will go around the edges with a sanding sponge just to get any excess and make sure that everything is nice and clean, and that was very easy to do. Now I didn't like the edges and I didn't want to paint, so I've got this gold chalk marker from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to go around all the edges and then kind of on the corner of the edges, if you will, just to kind of, so you can see it from the front just a teeny bit. And I really love that look. I think the gold looks great with the pattern from the calendar page. I have this yellow flower in my stash from Dollar Tree and some greenery, and I'm just going to cut off the back and I'm going to place the leaves back on it without the little pointy things sticking out in the back. That way it will sit pretty flat. And once I have that glued, I will put more glue on the back and I'm going to place this in the bottom left corner of the L. That way you can still tell that it's an L. And of course the L is for my name, Lisa. I'm going to add the greenery here and there just to make it look really pretty. Now, I forgot to put the hanger on first. You guys know I always try to remember that, and I still forget sometimes. So once we get all this greenery on, we will turn the L over and just add a little hanger. And I'm just going to use some twine and hot glue and a little bit of masking tape, and then we'll be on there nice and secure. I also forgot to put the Mod Podge on. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I was able to get it on there. I just kind of moved the flowers around a little bit. No problem. You can fix things like this when they happen. And I just leave them in because I want you to know that I am not perfect and I make mistakes. So there all of us do. And that is all there is to this one. How cute is that? And you can get any of these letters. Let me know what you think of this one. I love this Garden of Grace calendar. I have used it before, and I'm going to take this beautiful page from the calendar, and I've got what was a paper towel roll that I cut into 2 pieces. I'm going to fold over the ends. See how I'm doing that? Just like one about halfway, and then turn it around and do the other side about halfway down. And what I'm creating is a little teeny gift box out of that. So I'm doing that just so I can get the folds in there right now, and I'll do that to both of the pieces that I have. Just make sure the fold is really easy to get back to. And there they are. Now I'm going to open them back up now that the folds have been established, and we're going to wrap them in the calendar page. So you've seen me use calendar pages as gift wrapping before, but I thought in combination with making the little gift box, this was even cuter. So I thought this would be a very practical thing to do. So we'll cut 2 pieces. They will each fit the particular little box that I have there. And I'll cut off the part with the words. We don't need that part either. If you like to recycle or you're trying to save money, this is a great way to not only make a gift box, but make wrapping paper out of it. Now I'm just going to use hot glue. You can use any glue you want, but just for the purpose of the video, I did just use hot glue. I think I would probably have done it using a glue stick if I was really giving this away, but because I'm just doing it as a demonstration, I wasn't too worried about it. So I just cut off any excess and I will glue that down as well. I'll make sure all the edges are down. Now we're just going to fold the edges of the wrapping paper over the edge of the little paper towel roller. We're not going to bend it yet. Once we get the edges folded, then we will bend it back. And you don't even have to tape this down if you don't want to. It stays really well, especially if you make tight corners there. And there's the first one. I'll do the exact same thing to the second one. And I'm just going to add a piece of ribbon and tie a knot and just do little dovetails on the ends because I just thought it would look pretty. And that's it. You have 2 little gift boxes and they are beautifully wrapped, all using a Dollar Tree calendar page. Now, how cool is that? I love doing things like this that are efficient and pretty and just so easy. I mean, this is so easy. Now, obviously, if it was a super large package, this wouldn't work, or gift. But if you're just giving something small, I mean, this is perfect. You'll have to let me know what you think. So we're back to the 2019 Tropical Beaches calendar. Can you tell I love the beach? I've also got some scrapbook paper that's very summery. I'm going to use this piece of cardboard. It came with a piece of furniture that I was building. And I'm going to use this book to measure the size. We're going to make a beautiful bookmark. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces from calendar pages inside of this calendar that I thought were really pretty, colorful, and made me think of the beach. I'll use my paper cutter to make sure the lines are very straight and to get them to the exact same size. Now that I have my 2 pieces that are the same size, I need something to be around them. I want this gorgeous kind of wave-looking piece of scrapbook paper to be the outline around them. So I'm just going to cut where I'm drawing those little marks so I know that I can get it around there. And once I have that, I can use this one as a guide to cut my second one and make them the exact same size. So I'll do the same thing that I did with those calendar pages, but these are going to be just a little bit bigger than the calendar page, so it's got a beautiful outline. I'll cut them down to size based on the width and the height of what I want the bookmark to be. I'm going to use my Elmer's glue stick, and I'm just going to take the calendar page, put glue on it, and I'm going to put it right in the center of that little scrapbook piece of paper that is so cute. You could pick any pages you want from the calendars, any scrapbook paper or construction paper, whatever you like. You could even use magazines for this one if you wanted. So there are my 2 pieces, and I could make 2 bookmarks, but I decided to just make one really hefty, thick one. So I'm going to outline where I need to cut on the cardboard, and that's going to be the center of my bookmark. So I cut that out off camera, and now I'm going to attach each piece to the outside of the cardboard using my glue stick again. And this is going to be a nice sturdy hold with this. It's just paper, so you can't really get much better than that. And there won't be any lumps or bumps or wrinkles. Once I've got that on there nice and square, I'm just going to use my brayer to go over the top, and I'll do the exact same thing to the other side. So now look how cute and sturdy my bookmark is. I'm going to take my crocodile, but a regular hole punch will work just fine. And I'm going to punch a hole, and then I'm going to add a piece of nautical rope since it's a beachy themed bookmark. And I put some hot glue on the ends to get it through that hole. It's still a little tricky. There are lots of strands on that nautical rope. I'm going to tie a knot and trim it off. And there you go. This was such an easy, beautiful bookmark, and it's very sturdy. I will cover it with the clear glaze on both sides, just in case it were to get wet or anything. You never know, if you're drinking tea or coffee while you read, that could be a problem. Anyway, let me know what you think. I really love it. Are you ready for more inspiration? I've got another video here I think you will really like. Click on it. I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye.